Hi everybody, today we got some new AirPods. These are the new third generation AirPods. Apple just announced them last week. They're already being shipped. It's very hard to talk about them because you guys can't hear what the AirPods sound like. It's very anecdotal and it's just you watching me saying they're the best thing ever. So I decided to make the unboxing a bit interesting. I went ahead and got them personalized with my name on them. Compared to the first generation AirPods, these are the first generations I've had since 2018. I haven't upgraded at all. Not only can we do a bit of comparison, but if you want to engrave the AirPods yourself, you can kind of get an idea of what it will look like. The packaging looks very simple. You just peel it off like that. Also one at the bottom. And very simply, just designed by Apple in California. We move this away and already you see the new AirPods in their case and you can actually already see my new engraving. Oh, that's amazing. I never got anything from Apple with engravings on it before. This is my first engraved item. I really like it. That is the engraving there. We got a bear, we have my name with a hyphen, and we have a dog at the end. So these are super cool. So let's just go ahead and take the plastic off of them. This is a size comparison between the first AirPods and the brand new ones. A bit wider, but a bit shorter, as you can kind of see when they're side by side of each other. So let's open up the AirPods. And as you can see inside, we have some AirPods. Oh, there's a pulsing white light now compared to the green one it looks like, although that might be just for first setup. And this is what an AirPod looks like. Oh, the stem is definitely shorter than the last ones. Oh, and they face inwards rather than outwards. Usually, they'd kind of be facing like that in the charging case, but they're facing inwards now. And that's what they look like open side by side. You can kind of get an idea. The stems are obviously shorter on the new ones. Also included in the box is a new lightning cable to charge the AirPods. And these ones I believe have USB-C on the other end, which about time. So at least there's USB-C. So all that's left to do is actually try them on and put them in my ear. Oh, these are bigger. These are my first impressions, my real first impressions. These feel bigger. And these are one of the few that fit okay-ish. I mean, they used to fall out from time to time, but they were pretty good compared to most other headphones. These are bigger, and these are what they look like in my ear. You know what? They do fit pretty well. I was a bit afraid because they are bigger. I mean, they're staying in. That's interesting. The fit might be better. I was quite worried because usually when something's bigger, it typically won't fit as well. Oh, these fit better. I must look crazy just shaking my head on camera, but when you have like AirPods and you do a bunch of ridiculous things. I wonder, because the stem is smaller, is the balance of them better? Because there's more weight in the actual earbud compared to the stem, will that help it stay in your ear better compared to the older ones? Maybe, quite possibly. That's a great theory. So the three features I'm looking forward to testing out most on the AirPods is the wireless charging. They have both MagSafe and wireless charging built in. You do not have to pay extra for the wireless case. Second thing is, I believe they were introduced with AirPods 2, but I obviously have AirPods 1, so I didn't have the feature. But there's more buttons on the actual AirPods, so now you can actually also pause and play, as well as go forward and back on the song. But I never had a button to go backwards if I really want to listen to the song again. But because with the new AirPods there's more emotion controls on it, you can actually pause and then both go forward and backwards. And I believe there's even another spare button. So I'm really excited to try that out. The third feature I'm really looking forward to though is handoff, being able for the AirPods to know when you're on your phone versus when you're on your iPad or when you're on your MacBook. I've been using the AirPods for a few hours now, and as first impressions go, they're quite good. My favorite feature is handoff. Once I, go from my iPhone to my Mac computer, it just pops up immediately. Do you want to connect your AirPods? And they connect instantaneously. In comparison with AirPods 1, what I'd have to do is turn the Bluetooth off on my iPhone, turn the Bluetooth on my Mac, and then, just manually connect them. And if you didn't turn off Bluetooth or turn on Bluetooth and they were connected to the other device, it was a big mess. So it was always a hassle going between devices. It does seem to be much quicker with the new AirPods. As for sound quality, yes, they do sound much better than AirPods 1. Obviously, AirPods 1 was Apple's first attempt. Now, a comparison's hard because I never used AirPods 2 or AirPods Pro, but AirPods 3 do sound better. So if you are going from AirPods 1, the difference is pretty big. They're louder, much louder. I always thought maybe I just had bad hearing, but no, I think the AirPods, the first ones, aren't that loud, particularly maybe over time they get a bit quieter. These ones are very loud, a lot more bass, so things like drums, something from Billie Eilish, for example, there's much more bass there, it sounds great. As for spatial audio, mixed. Not because it's bad, it's actually quite good. But I was out walking with it and it kind of gave me vertigo, and I'm not a vertigo sufferer, but because it does sound like surround sound, I was out walking and the music, it was just a weird experience. It was like having like a jukebox you're holding in your arm, you're getting like a surround sound noise. So maybe on a bus, or if you're commuting or sitting down, spatial audio would be good. But I'm not sure if I'm going to keep using it when I'm out walking because it just gave a really like weird effect. But spatial audio does sound amazing. It does sound like surround sound. It's not true surround sound, obviously, but it sounds pretty good. So it's low light, it's windy, and I'm testing the new microphone on this new AirPod. Let's see what this sounds like. So there's wind in the background. It's dark and I'm walking late at night. So that was an unboxing and a first look of the brand new AirPods with a personal engraving on them. I really liked them. I really liked the engraving. If you guys are considering an engraving, go for it. It's free. Do drop a comment down below and let me know if you have any questions about the new AirPods that I can answer for you in another video. And if you have any questions about the engravings, I can help you with that. If you liked the video, do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to stay tuned for future uploads. If you liked the video, of course, give it a thumbs up. But other than that, keep safe and keep well. Stay tuned for my new MacBook Pro unboxing. As soon as it comes, of course, I will unbox it. I know some people have got theirs already. I'm still waiting for mine. But when it comes, there'll be tons of coverage on this channel. And I'll be comparing it to all my other Macs. My MacBook Pro 2018 with Intel, my M1 Mac Mini. There'll be so much coverage on that new MacBook Pro. Stay tuned for that. But other than that, keep safe and keep well. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye, everybody.